the nominee is a week after the deadline for your state's closing time for Biden to be listed. So they're saying, no, we're not going to change it. Last time they did. But this time they won't. They don't want Biden on there. What state was that?
Ohio.
Ohio, that's it. Ohio. So you're a red state, obviously.
Yeah. Yes, they are. Same state.
Well, that's going to be a problem for Biden then.
No, it's not, because we'll write it in. We don't have to.
I mean, I'm sure he could take it to the court and get it fixed, because it's definitely a
Jim Jordan
an
has
unfair situation.
I think J.D. Vance, Jim Jordan.
Oh shit!
What's up?
We're talking about the lieutenant governor and the attorney general for certain. I know does. Frank LaRose, I know has his hands in it. I know it.
Yeah.
I can tell he's got his big little fucking eyes.
Yeah. I mean,
they try to keep Biden off the ballot after they do that. They can't.
Well, isn't it sad? Someone could commit a coup against the government, and yet he can be defended in court, and the court say, "Oh no, you can run."
Hey.
Biden's going to have his RNC or DNC the week after the deadline for Ohio's listing of the nominee, and they're saying, "No, get fucked."
And
he hasn't broken the law.
But they got to have proof.
The election before that, they said okay because Trump was involved. We're talking about Ohio, saying they don't want Biden on the ballot because his DNC is after the
Ohio.
Yeah.
This first I've heard it.
Yeah, I haven't heard that yet. Good luck with that shit.
Well, they're saying that they are not going to. I've seen the news story on the Ring of Fire. Ohio has said, no, it doesn't matter if your DNC is after the closing date. You're not going to be on there unless you have your DNC before the closing date.
I'll have to check into that.
But last election, in 2020, Trump and Biden had both their DNC and the RNC after Ohio's closing date, but Ohio gave an extension. This time they won't.
You check that.
So
that shit plays out.
Hey, John.
So Bellica's in the middle of that.
Yes, dear.
Not to change the subject on you guys, but last time I was on here, you
did go.
You abruptly left us with somebody's in my driveway, gotta go, and that's the last thing we heard from you. Who was in your freaking driveway?
My neighbor.
Oh, okay.
My neighbor.
You have a bad neighbor.
She's a Trumper too, but she's got a very autistic. He's like a 40-year-old grandson who occasionally gets out of hand. He likes my donkey. It calms him down.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yeah.
And yet you can't talk sense into her.
No.
Did you tell her that donkey's a Democrat?
I think it's pretty obvious. You know.
Not the most
Yeah. She's taken enough abuse over the years, though. They've calmed down on that shit because I have a video. You know, I got a video of you doing that shit, and you do it again, I'll post it again. You know, the guy came down here and begged me to take it down because, you know, he got thrown out of his local bar and all that shit. So he had all sorts of problems. So he came down there asking me to please take it down. So I did.
He brought it on himself.
It's in my arsenal. All I have to do is I can whip it out like he did it yesterday.
Yeah, well, I would have shown him what abortion after birth is all about. He done it to me again. Animals.
I feel like they don't think I don't. But that's what they want. They want me to do.
Oh, they do. They want you to buy it. They want you to buy it.
Yeah, they put the bait out there constantly, every fucking day. That boy especially, he'll come down every fucking day, several times a day. You know, just, I don't know. the other day I walked out, got it on camera too. I walked out my fucking front door, and there he is sitting on his tractor right across the fucking fence, facing my house. And we're not talking that far away.
Yeah.
That's the closest closest fence line to my house is right on that side where Jenny is. And there he is sitting there just parked there. Got his little phone out there taking pictures. Bird, he does. Oh, he's a dick. He's a dick. From the
I
word.
think he'd rather spend more life living his life than bothering yours.
Yeah, he's pretty happy with just, I tell him that all the time. Too. I live in your head, buddy. I live there rent free. I ask him all the time, did you think about me today? Did you think about me today, buddy? I do. I give him shit every time I see him.
Oh, you should, because it's obviously true.
I walked out that day. He was parked right there. Now I got to walk right over there to him to feed Jenny, and that's why I went out the door to begin with. And here he is sitting right there next to Jenny. And I walked over there and I said something to the effect of, ain't it nice to find out that you got a peeping Tom pervert hanging out your fucking window every day? Did you get some good pictures, Tommy? And then he just started up his tractor and started to go away.
Huh.
He'll do anything to try to irritate me. Anything at all. He carries a pistol all the time, just in case I cross that fence. That's what he wants. That's why he.
Hey, I hate to interrupt.
Huh.
I just found on CNN, President Joe Biden may face complications getting on Ohio's 2024 general election ballot unless Democrats make changes or the state legislature takes action, according to a letter issued by the Office of Ohio's Secretary of State, Frank LaRose. According to Ohio law, there is an August 7th deadline to certify a presidential candidate to this office. But this year's Democratic National Convention, where delegates officially select the party's nominee for president and vice president, starts August 19th. There's the issue.
That's the issue.
Yep.
Wow. That's bullshit. Anything.
It is bullshit.
If they try
And
to
as
take
I
it
said,
off the ballot,
But Ohio is a red state. They're not going to be. There's
I
not going
want
to
to
be a
see
big
how this works out.
uproar.
Alrighty,
But
man.
if
That would be
Biden,
tolerated.
if Biden took that to court, I'm sure he would get
Oh,
it.
yeah.
You know, depending on
Not
the
a
fucking.
court of
This is
land,
the
I think
thing.
that would uphold that bullshit and keep him off the ballot.
Yeah, it's
If they
ridiculous.
do that, tit for tat, let's go. Let's get Trump off the ballot
Yeah.
for insurrection in a whole lot of states.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be good.
Well, they can.
I'm going to have to
They,
finish work.
it's just unfair. It's just unfair.
So
What? She unwell again, is she?
she's not well at all. She's not well.
Sorry. Well, I've got to go do some work. My day's just starting as well. You guys are getting ready for bed, and I'm grabbing a shovel. So
Damn.
Is that for Trump?
Move up here, buddy.
Is that shovel?
I'm gonna dig.
Is that shovel? Is that shovel for Trump?
I want to get the animals back.
We're moving down there and grabbing a shovel, buddy.
Yeah, we can because I need. I'm trying to build animal cages so I can get animals back again. So because the flood took all the cages and everything, so I've got to make more before I can get more animals in here.
Okay. I can give you some.
Yeah, I can chip yourself. Yard buffers, man.
I think the postage might be a bit rich.
Anyway, Dave,
Oh,
I'm
guys,
glad you
good
come in, brother. It's always
See you
good to
later,
hear from
guys.
you.
Thanks, mate. See you later, family.
And thank you for coming in, baby. I appreciate it. I apologize
I
for
just-
the bail early.
I just posted that link on the main discussion. Okay.
Thank you.
You know, Don, our thoughts and prayers are always with both you and Marcia.
Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that, brother. It's kind of rough right now, but
We know.
we're gonna work through it. We're gonna get through it. Joseph Biden, 47. I'm glad you come in, buddy. Don't make yourself a stranger. Normally, I hang around a little longer, but
Oh yeah. Hey, look, I posted my TikTok down there.
oh, good. Put that in there.
It's in there, and both of them.
Thank you for using your voice.
Hey, no, hey, I still some of your videos. I ain't gonna lie.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Mark, take care of yourself. Sissy Fuss, thank you. Ardessa,
Have a
glad
good
you
night.
came in, baby.
I'm
Thank
sending
you.
email.
Y'all have a
Good
good night.
night,
I'll talk to y'all later.
Good
Night.
night,
Good
John.
night.
Good night, Bellica.
Hug,
Hey, I got your
Mama.
message, baby.
Oh, you
will
did?
see, baby. I did. I didn't hear the ring, but I got the message.
No, I was just going to tell you about when I was told when I was just trying to spread my happiness all around.
Spread your happiness and your smile, baby. That's what you do. All right. I love y'all. Y'all take care. And I'll talk to
Good
you later.
night.
Good night.
Anybody here on Facebook?
Yeah,
I have a Facebook. I don't
me
try not
too.
to check it too much.
About I went over on Ms. Linda's page, and there's
Yeah.
nothing on there from her daughter.
No, she.
Her telephone screen is not working, so she can't see text.
Oh,
So she can receive calls. I don't know if she can make. She can't make calls. She can receive calls. That's about it. So if anybody heard from Ms. Linda,
I haven't heard from her.
her daughter said that she's working as fast as she can to get her out of where she is now.
Thinking it's not a good place?
She didn't talk like it was a good place. She called it. I think she called it a shithole.
Well, no, I don't care where you are. A nursing home is a shithole place.
Well, she's in there for rehab, not.
Yeah, I understand that because I'm going through that now with hubby. So
Bellica and I are kind of in that similar situation. Dealing with nursing homes.
Oh, well, guys, I think I'm going to get off of here. Thank you very much for posting that. Whoever posted that about Ohio's ballot, I didn't know anything about it. I will write him in. I don't care. Because I will not vote for the orange idiot.
yeah, well,
Well, I didn't even know about it until Ozzy Dave said something about it, and I just looked it up real quick, and it really is.
Not until Bellica said something about it. But y'all have a good night.
You
You
too.
too.
Good night.
Good to hear you again, Ardessa.
Thank you.
right,
Night.
yes,
Night.
right.
Welcome back to the room. Or welcome to the room.
Oh, boy.
All right, where you at? Right there.
Oh,
And Mark,
Yes, Bellica.
did you get the other pictures I sent you?
Yes, I did.
Oh, good. I figured you like purple if you want to did purple and knew exactly where it's on, so.
I'm going to change my avatar to that purple one you did the other night.
Which one's?
I haven't done it yet. The
Oh.
purple, the all purple, the forest scene.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. Yep,
I'm going to change
okay.
my avatar to that for a while. I like that one. It's
Okay.
really cool. I know you did that one specifically for me because of the purple, so
Yes, I did.
I appreciate it.
I love purple too.
You like purple too? Let's see if I got things in here in
I
purple.
think the reason I'm so attracted to purple is because it's usually one of the most brilliant hues of the rainbow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which,
Kinda
like
like everything.
chat tonight, if they get into power, they'll try to outlaw rainbows.
Exactly.
Can't have a rainbow that stands up for LGBTQ. God forbid that anybody should be different from them.
Oh.
Go out there and
Sometimes a rainbow is just a rainbow.
go out there and shoot. Go out there and shoot the water hose in the ground and get a rainbow, so they get mad. You know how when you shoot shoot up in the air, how you get a rainbow.
Yeah.
See, in their case, at the end of their rainbows must be pots of lead instead of pots of gold.
Maybe it's piles of shit. Go first.
You reap what you sow, so they should get that. You're right.
Exactly.
All right, ladies, I'm getting out of here too. I'll
Okay.
watch the news and maybe go outside and do a little yard work while it's still decent out.
Yeah.
Take care.
3 days in the 70s, and then it's supposed to get back to 40.
Yeah.
Oh,
So gotta enjoy it while I can.
Yeah. That's good.
All right, I'll talk to you all Thursday. Have a good
Okay.
night.
Good night, Mark.
Good night.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
And welcome to the family.
Thank you.
Joseph Biden. I laughed when I looked out and saw that in the room.
Oh yeah.
Right on.
All
You, dude.
right.
Bye, all.
Bye. Ardessa,
yeah.
I just sent you some pictures.
Okay.
During your
Yeah.
private chat. Yeah.
It was pretty. That's so
Well,
pretty.
he was the first one. That's what he was talking about. The purple forest. That's what he was talking about.
Look at that. That's my favorite one.
That's what he said. The rest of the rest of them, I sent you a fractal art.
Fractal art's good too. My brother-in-law does fractal stuff.
Oh, cool. But
He's
yeah.
artistic.
Oh, good. But yeah, the rest of them are fractal art and they're in purple, except for a few of them. I think I have purple in them, and
Teal is my second favorite color.
well, there you go. You get the yellow.
Yeah, I got it all.
There you go.
You did them perfectly. Thank you.
You're welcome. Hope you can-
Yeah, I
Hope you
can imagine just, sitting out there, nice little comfy outdoor chair, maybe a lawn chair that you have your feet up, and just relax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see that happening. Yep.
Yeah, and a purple, a whole bunch of purple trees, a whole bunch of purple foliage. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It'd make my heart feel good.
Yeah, that's the picture that Mark wants to use on his avatar pic, I guess.
Yeah, you should. It's a good choice.
The rest of them.
My old picture. I don't look like that anymore.
I kind of have to put my real picture up there. I mean, I posted it one time in like main discussion, and I took it down. So,
Well, I just saw messages from Johnny Flower still in my messages.
mm.
I was surprised when he passed away.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Yeah, it seemed like, I think we talked to him, what was it? It was, it was like 2 me's before he passed away. He wasn't doing too good. But, yeah, it was a shock. And after that, I started doing pictures with flowers, and some had tried to do flowers, butterflies and everything else about him. That's where the rest of the pictures come in early on.
Yeah.
The flowers and, butterflies.
Yeah. He's definitely a plant guy. He definitely was.
Well, yeah, I guess catalpa trees.
Yeah.
That's what he was planting, catalpa. Yep. He's
missed.
Yeah.
I heard from my husband finally today.
Oh, good. How's
from him.
that's good.
He thought I was going to pick up some car somewhere. Thought we were going to go pick up a car. Why, I don't know. Told him no. The car was totaled. AJ had an accident in it.
Oh.
And he was like, didn't. So, is he okay? Are you okay? And I said, yeah. The car's not.
I'm okay, but
They're totaling out the car. So we'll be getting money for it, not the car. Got broke that bad.
yeah.
We're gonna have to wait for them to pay off the loan on it, and then they'll send us the money so it's over.
Yeah.
It's kind of a pain in the butt because right now we don't have a car.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, today, Kevin, my husband, calls me from the nursing home,
Yeah.
and he asked for some snacks.
Uh-huh.
He asked for a small box of honey buns, a small box of Buzz Rounds, and a bag of barbecue Fritos. So I had to go to the store and go get some.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't drive anyway. But the stores I can get them at, I can walk to, and then I can just and then from there I just catch whatever buses that will take me to where I need to go.
Yeah.
And then took me about 2 hours.
Wow.
Well, it did. It took me 2 hours
Yeah.
to get.
Wow.
And I think the buses are running late. And the funny thing was, the bus I took yesterday during the eclipse,
Yeah.
it's the same bus driver as it was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
That's the same bus driver I had stopped 3 times to get him to look at this. I got stopped 3 times. Because I had a pair of glasses because some woman stopped.
Yeah.
And she says, the eclipse was starting. And she says, would you like to have a pair of glasses that you can see? I said, oh, yes, yes, yes. And you can hear me go, oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my God. You have no idea how happy I was, Dad. I was so happy to get those glasses. And it was a total. Huh?
That worked out good then.
Oh, yes, it did. I didn't stay for the total, but it was a total. I mean, it was dark.
Wow.
It was dark. And I could have just stayed with him and stayed outside of the nursing home. Well, because I was visiting him to drop off one box honey buns because I figured he might want some honey buns because he ain't eating anything else over there.
That's not good. Gotta eat to get healthy.
Well, the food there tastes terrible.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The juices that they got, like your Minute Maid and a powder and your some of your powders from Hawaiian Punch in a powder, or Kool-Aid in a powder.
They're usually not very good.
No, they're not. And then you have plain. I mean, the way they cook the food, there's just no flavor in it at all. None. No, I mean, there's none.
Yeah.
And
My husband's place actually cooks it pretty good. They had one cook who actually he did cabbage rolls. I loved it.
oh, well,
Yeah.
well, these guys cook bland. And when I looked at the food and saw the food, I'm like, this food's familiar. Because we had what was it? There's a place that's about across the street from Catacorn, about a block away.
Yeah.
And if you have a mental illness, if you have a mental illness event, you go there and you spend 2 weeks to get yourself situated. Well, they don't have a kitchen.
Oh.
Okay, so they can get food. They get food 3 times. 3 times a day. Someone goes over there and gets food, and they get it from Divine. So I've had Divine's food before, and oh my god, I know it's not good. It's terrible, and you almost have to, if you're going to go to any place like that, you just want to have someone bring in. It's like, can you please give me some seasonings? I'm not talking about just salt and pepper.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. I mean, well, I can understand when you're dealing with people that are older, say, in their 70s.
Yeah.
And they have this issue and that issue and another issue. And so you have to cook bland. It's not just having no teeth, which I can handle. I'll give them this. It's very tender. You don't have to chew it.
Well, that's good.
But like I said, I need flavor. so they get the texture, some of the texture down. Except for certain things that should have a certain texture, they don't have it in that particular texture. I'm like, yeah. But Kevin does not like their food there.
That's not good.
So he eats a couple bites here, a couple bites there. He'll eat the snacks. So I guess that guy and he's just, like I said, I said, he ordered, that's what he ordered for today's snacks.
Yeah.
I didn't stay long this time. Because they're getting ready to give him his shower.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't stay long.
We're lucky Dove South has pretty good food.
Oh, yeah.
It's a pretty good place.
Yeah. Yeah.
The other places he was at wasn't as good. Sometimes it was like hit and miss on food. You get nice French toast one day, it'd be just fine. Next day it'd be like soggy or something.
Yeah.
It wouldn't taste good.
Well.
So you never knew
Yeah, this here is consistent. It's consistently
Yeah.
disgusting. It's
Consistently bad.
it's consistently bad. There's every meal tastes the same. Spaghetti tastes like, well, a pork chop. A pork chop will taste like chicken. It does. There's no flavor variation in his food.
Yeah.
So yeah, I wish Kevin. Oh,
I got a couple TV dinners like that where it was like, I was excited because it was a good old fashioned. This one was supposed to be like cabbage rolls, except that casserole.
yeah.
And they're okay, cabbage and meat stuff and that. But no, it was like, there wasn't flavor to it. It was like
No.
somebody drowned the food or something. Took all the washed all the flavor away.
Yeah, well, I think it's what's going on with that. I think it's what's going on over here at the nursing home. Is that they cook it in water, then they drain it, and then they would fry it up or whatever.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a lot of it is because they're supposed, the elderly are on a low fat, low sodium, low sugar.
Yeah.
I mean, with the salt with a low sodium, you could just put your own salt on there.
Yeah.
And take care of it. But there's no spices, no seasonings, nothing.
Yeah, it has to have seasonings with it too, so the salt can bring the flavor of the food out.
Well, not if you have stomach issues.
Yeah.
No. If you got stomach issues, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah. But for the others, they need to be able to,
Yeah.
have their Italian spice or whatever in the Italian food. And then if they need to, they can add a little salt to bring the flavor out.
Oh, yeah. But
then you can just not add salt.
well, I do know that there's a law here that you can't add salt to anything. You can't cook with salt at all. You can't. If it's not in the recipe, you don't add it.
Yeah.
All right.
To me, that wouldn't really bother me much because I tend to eat food without adding salt to it.
Yeah.
But that's just me,
Yeah.
I can appreciate that somebody else might want to add salt to it.
Right. Well, the thing is, you add seasonings to it. You add other seasonings to it for flavor. But this nursing home don't even do that.
Yeah, they need to do that.
But like I said, they need to do it, but they won't do it because, like I said, they're dealing with the elderly, and a lot of the elderly have stomach issues. And so they're not going to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's bad enough that they serve powdered potatoes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm serious.
Yeah. Real mashed potatoes is definitely different than the box.
Yeah.
Even if the box is real.
Yeah.
Potato.
There's one good thing that you can do with powdered potatoes. You can put that in a little bit of flour, and you dip your meat in there, and you fry it up.
Well, I like the box mashed potatoes. They're actually pretty good. I guess because I doctor it up enough where it tastes real.
Yeah, but
They're easier.
I don't mind boxed potatoes because they do have their own unique flavor, and I like that flavor.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
But who are we talking to?
Yeah, everyone's want the real thing.
Yeah. Hubby wants the real thing. That's it. If I were to fix him, like he wanted for Easter before he went in.
Yeah.
I had this planned out. I told him, what would you like to have for dinner? I said, okay, chicken, we already know.
Uh-huh.
All right. I says, well, I want, this is when he was out of it. I said, mashed potatoes, gravy, you know, he wants stuffing. And I said, okay, is that it? He says, yeah. And so I went ahead and I got all that stuff. Plus, I got a couple of bags of frozen asparagus. So I said, there's dinner. And I got a couple jars of gravy, just like beef gravy and mushroom gravy, because I'm not going to do anymore. But that's what, you know. But then he went into the hospital, you know. And when he went into the hospital, the day he went in the hospital, I was sitting in a dentist's chair getting extra impressions for dentures.
Yeah.
And it took him about 3 hours to do.
Yeah.
So when he was in the hospital and my bathroom sink was running constantly, they called me up early in the morning, like every Catholic would do, about before 9 o'clock in the morning. Catholics love to torture people like that. I'm sorry, I don't go around and, you know, be in prayer and meditation before sunup. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I know that.
So they called me and says, hey, we got a cancellation. Would you like to come in later on today? I said, I'm dead tired. And I said, when's my appointment? He said, the 18th. I said, I'm going to keep that one. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
He said, okay. And I'm thinking, I should have just said drowsy. I said, I'll catch the next train.
I would make an appointment for my teeth. My bottom dentures aren't working out right now.
Yeah, I just hope mine works out because this is gonna suck.
Yeah. I think if I knew how hard it was going to be not to have teeth, I would fought for my other teeth harder.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have any dentures, not the uppers, not the lowers, nothing yet. So I'm kind of, I'm gumming it here.
And my gums wouldn't touch each other without my dentures. I can't close my mouth all the way.
Oh.
Yeah. It's different. So it's, it can't be I can't gum it even, unless it's big. And then you got to gum it small enough to where you can swallow it without choking.
Yeah. And Kevin always has me to bring him a knife and fork. On certain things that would take, you would normally eat with your fingers, he would say, give me a knife and fork. Where's my knife? Where's my fork? And I'm thinking, that's extra dishes for me to do. And I'm starting to understand why he wants it, because you can't, if you cut small enough, you'd be able to gum it enough. And then I finally find out something else without having teeth. Two things.
Yeah.
One, you're constantly drying out. Your mouth gets dry a lot, so you're drinking fluids constantly. The other, and this is maybe it's just because it's in my head, my mouth feels heavier. It's the strangest thing. I said, my mouth feels heavy.
And I think I know what you mean. That would be a good way to describe the way I feel too.
It's the only thing I can think of. Is it feels like there's a weight on my mouth.
So dragging it down.
Yeah. And I even explained that to the dentist. I says, this is the weirdest thing because I don't have any teeth, and you would think that your mouth would feel lighter, but I was like, really?
Yep.
No.
give any explanation for it or anything?
No explanation. She's like, huh?
Just going, you're weird.
But
I get that weird.
do you know that there's I think you get your very first indentation, your impressions done with the stone, right? It feels like chalk. It feels like chalk. I had that done. Then they do the gel or the glue or whatever it was. It's nasty tasting. Now they could.
Nasty.
Yes. But the second time they do it with some sort of gel that hardens up or something like that. It's like a gel. And it gets all over your face. It's all over your face.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
it's awful.
Well, I asked him, I said, when he told me what it was, I said, how about alcohol? Do you have any alcohol? Let's get this off with the alcohol. So they give me alcohol swabs. So they come right off. They come right off. So now, whenever they see someone who's getting that done, I hope they'll remember it. They'll say they'll give them a couple of alcohol swabs to wipe their face off.
Yeah, hopefully they learned from it anyway.
Well, because I told them to try alcohol swabs.
Yeah.
So he said, we'll try to get some. I said, give me some alcohol swabs and I want to get it off.
Yeah.
And they gave me this, let's see, what was it? It was purple. They tried it in purple. They tried it in green. And they tried it in different, like 3 or 4 different colors, 3 or 4 different things.
Yeah.
And like I said, it took them 3 hours, my last appointment, almost 3 hours to get that right. And while I'm waiting there, I'm thinking about Kevin. I'm thinking about getting Debbie and Russell to take it to the hospital. They got it to the hospital, and that should have been the end of it. When it was time to release him, they should have released him to go home.
Yeah.
But they went over me. And so I asked Kevin, I talked to Kevin about that before they released him. I said,
yeah,
what do you want to do? I said, I think he should, but that's not my decision to make.
Yeah.
If you don't want to go, then you come home. I want to get him home and ow. So it's just, I was just released him and that's it. Just take the catheter out of him and released him.
Yeah.
But we're not going to do that now. Just crap.
Dan ended up calling me and telling me, well, we had doctors, more than one doctor, confirm that he cannot make his own medical decisions anymore. And since he had the living will as me, I get to make it for him now.
Oh, so what,
Yeah, I make all the decisions for him. If they want to do an appointment for him or if they want to give him a shot for like flu or whatever, they have to ask me.
Oops.
Yeah. If he goes to the doctor from there, somebody has to be with him because he's on power of attorney. It doesn't have to be me, but somebody has to be with him.
Yeah.
He can't go by himself. Feels very weird.
Yeah.
Because I really thought that
what's going on?
If anybody would be taking care of the other, it would be him taking care of me because of my fibromyalgia and all the other weird stuff.
Yeah.
No.
Well,
It was so weird getting 3 calls from him today when I hadn't heard from him in so long. And he was so confused on what was going on. He said, well, I'm coming home tomorrow. I said, no, I don't think so, hon. I
I said, oh yeah, they said I can't walk, so I can't go home, but yeah, we'll work it out.
Well, the thing of it is, if you have all the equipment for him, they'll release him. If you have everything moved to the downstairs where he has easy access to the bathroom, no problem.
He can't get to the bathroom. He can't get to the bathroom on his own. He doesn't go anywhere. He's bedridden. And he came home from the nursing home last time, and they said that he would be able to be okay. He could go to the walk to the bathroom and back.
Mm-hmm.
That he could take care of himself pretty much most of the time. He just needed a little help once in a while. Well, they were totally wrong. He needed help all the time. He can't even sit up on his own hardly, let alone stand up and, do the bathroom stuff. And he ended up at first, he was home for 3 days is all it lasted. He was on the floor 4 times, and I had to get firemen to come help him get up, because I couldn't get him up. I can't keep him standing. I can't do it. Hate it, but I can't, I can't make my body do what it won't do.
Yeah. Yeah.
He understands that, but he doesn't understand why he can't come home.
Well, it's because he's permanent. He's a permanent resident then.
Yeah, he is. Because we tried it more than once where he's come home and we tried to get him to do to be able to do anything, and he couldn't do it. And each time it was worse.
Yeah.
And they decided that, he can't. He isn't safe in the house with me. Not because I do anything bad, but because he's just, I can't provide the care he needs.
Yeah. I got a great aunt. There's a great aunt. She's a permanent resident of a nursing home down there. I think it's Portsmouth. It's in Portsmouth.
Yeah.
Well, there's a spot in her house that the boys dipped so much that she kept falling down.
Wow.
And so they put her in a nursing home because her son, lives and works in Columbus. She wants to go home to her own home.
Yeah, which is understandable. That's what you want. You can't always do what you want.
Yeah, because he was so busy with whatever he was doing. So she's been there in that nursing home, and in order for her to get out, because she's a heavy-set woman, she can barely walk. So she's a heavy-set woman, very heavy-set.
Yeah.
And she can barely walk because of that weight.
Yeah.
And they told her, when she can walk on her own, she can wait.
Yep.
She hasn't been able to really walk on her own, except maybe a couple feet with a walker.
Yep.
Well, they'll release you if you're walking on a walker.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with that.
Right.
If you can do it, that's great.
Yeah.
But if you can't even stand up for more than 10 seconds.
Yeah, no, that's the reason why she's still there. I think she's given up on that. I think she's there, she's there permanently.
Yeah.
And, nobody's going to, help her out or anything, or help out with her home or anything. And they're not going to, and they released her. We've got, I have one great great aunt who passed away in a nursing home. Well, she just was elderly.
Yeah.
And the family members that normally would take care of her, they have their lives got intertwined too much where they couldn't care for her and do what they needed to do.
Yeah.
So and she got so bad sick, so the doctor just said, okay, put her in a nursing home. And she'd been there for about 2 years before she died. She died, I think, last year, I think. And the only ones left out of that was Susie. That would be just my other great aunt. She's not in a nursing home. I think she is in a nursing home or she's not. But yeah, it's because she's old. She's gotten old. She's almost in her 90s.
Yeah.
And her daughter, what's she doing? I think her daughter Cindy is taking care of a whole bunch of boys that she used to foster, and she finally adopted all of them. And her life is filled completely.
Yeah.
Like I said, she was a foster mother, and as a foster mother, you have to make trips to and from wherever county that these kids come from.
Yeah.
And she has that, and so she has a daughter of her own, and she went to West Virginia University. And from what I heard, the last time I heard about it, she's got a job at ESPN. That network, the sports network, ESPN.
Yeah.
So that's what she's doing. That's the last time. Last time I heard that she was doing. So that's making decent money.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, that's making decent money.
Yeah.
So, she's doing that and balancing a relationship with a having a boy, having a close relation, having a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my mom, being my mom, was so upset that they ain't looking after Susie. The last time she went up there was about 5 years ago. It was about 6 years ago. It was, sometime after my dad died. And I told her to go ahead and make that trip. Because, Dad's not going to be there to harass or harangue you. I said, Barb and Raymond ain't going to harass you. They're not. At least there's a less chance of it. So you going up there, you go visit. She ended up staying for a couple nights with Susie. And, you see, I say my great aunt Susie.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was not her job. That's my mom's job to do that.
Yeah.
And she told me, because Olivia is wanting to spend time with her boyfriend. Yeah, they have lives of their own. Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal.
Yeah. Yeah, normal. Yeah. I mean, I got mad at her for this.
Yeah.
I said, she has to have a life of her own. Each of these people have lives of their own. Some of these people have jobs that are demanding. They can't just stop whatever they're doing to take care of. As if she needs that much care, she needs to be in her,
Yeah.
I mean,
she can get it.
Yeah. So actually, I got cousins Keith and Roy and their wife. They're hopefully taking care of her. If not, I think he's in a nursing home too. A permanent resident in the nursing home.
Yeah.
I don't remember which floor it is. I think it's the Four Winds. Does that be the closest nursing home that I think of? Either the Four Winds or I thought like the other one's in Wellston. I can't remember what it was called. But he could be in one of those. I know the one in Wellston is where my great aunt, my first great aunt, Flora was in. That's where she died at. And
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if Susie ain't in there. In a nursing home. Because it's just so hard to juggle your own life with the life of being a carer.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong, and I would tell them this, there's nothing wrong to say, I'm at my limit. I'm at my limit. I need to back down. I'm at my limit.
Yeah.
Because right now, we have this culture thing going on that you must go beyond, here's your limit, now you gotta go past that limit.
Yeah.
And what happens if that carer keeps doing that? The carer's going to need care of themselves.
Yep.
I even tell that to my niece. I said, you're biting off more than you can chew.
Yeah.
You're not a bad person. You're not a bad person. If you go and tell the judge that I'm at my limit, I can barely take care of myself. I don't have a car. I'm living at someone else's house, and they want me out, and I can't take care of him and try to take care of myself.
Yeah.
But like I said, she's been raised the same way. She's been raised the same way to where she's.
Yeah, you got to do this because that's what family does.
Yeah, that's what family does. You got to do this. And it's really bad when you have a church tell you this, and the church is really bad at this. You have to give to the herbs.
And they mean literally.
Yeah, literally. And then you can still give, you can make it, they call it the supreme sacrifice. You got to supremely sacrifice or you won't be blessed by the Lord. But what if the Lord puts only a certain limitation? You can't go past that. Well, you have to have faith. Faith my ass. Faith ain't going to help me with these long sleepless nights and I still have a meeting to go to the next freaking morning. And no, I'm not quitting my job. It's just give to her to still move and give some more until you die. And I tell people, don't do that, Don't do that. You know your limits. If you know your limits and you hit that limit, that does not make you a bad person. What really takes me off, and this is what really does, and this takes me off, is when after they have the person they care for, they pass away.
Yeah.
It said, it was the hardest, but it was the best days of my life. I'm like, for real?
Yeah.
I think it's because it's a relief that they finally seeing. That's what, that's what Bernadette says.
Yeah.
That's it. I told Bernadette this, how in the world can that be the best day of their life while they were still alive and they were struggling? I just can't pick that. No. I can't do it. I just don't see it.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at the life of my great aunts, or my great aunts, and they're living into their late 80s, well into their 90s, or their early 90s. Okay.
Yeah.
And That's a long time. You don't live to be 100, but that's still a long time.
Yeah, my grandma and her sister were both in their 90s.
And I'm looking at my mom, who's going to turn 75. Okay,
Yeah.
she's going to be 75. I think, 75 years old this year, I think. And I'm seeing another 10 or so years. 10, 15 years. That's a long time, and most of that is going to be spent needing care.
Yeah.
And I need to tell, I need to talk to Melissa. I feel like telling my daughter, Melissa, said, when I get to this point, put me in a nursing home. Just don't worry about it. Just put me in a nursing home and be done with it.
Yeah. The way I look at it.
And just don't have to look after me. You better look after yourself. But yeah. But I think it's what's going on with with Kevin.
Yeah.
Kevin, he's be 67 this year. He'll be 67 this year. And he's approaching, he's got 3 more years before he hits 70. But the rate he's going right now with his health, and it looks like the time frame that they've put down for his condition is 6 to 10 years. And that's not counting the times before the diagnosis. They're going by from the time of diagnosis all the way up to death.
Yeah.
So, and what he has, I think he's getting closer to the end.
Yeah.
And
probably right.
And I'm hearing it, the same thing with Miss Linda as well.
Well, that's too bad.
Because she has Parkinson's. It's very advanced.
Yeah, it's going to be my husband's family.
Yep.
It's good.
And now that Miss Linda's in the rehab facility, it's like it didn't seem that long after my husband went in, so it's like, oh my God.
Babies. Babies. Baby.